We're planning to deploy a new mode of assimilation, designed for highly resistant species. Species 5618, human. It would infect all life forms with nanoprobe viruses. Assimilation would be gradual. By the time they realized what was happening, half their population would be drones. All of your emotions, grief, guilt, remorse, compassion, will be irrelevant once humanity is assimilated.
The All-Seeing Eye. So this was a publication that was sent out back in like the 1923 Christmas by Manly Palmer Hall. Esotericist, a lot of people think is a Satanist and stuff like this. Well, this is what Manly Palmer Hall was saying. This is what Manly Palmer Hall was saying about vaccinations back in the day, or what it was at least printed in his pamphlet here. It says, "The crime of vaccination, 1923, guys, by that Satanist Manly Palmer Hall, 33rd degree. It has been proven conclusively that a great train of ills in body and in spirit, it has been proven conclusively that a great train of ills in body and in spirit follow after vaccination. Many vaccinated people have succumbed to smallpox, while many exposed to it have not taken it, although unvaccinated. The karmic debt for vaccination is twofold. First, to our bodies, which we deliberately defile with smallpox serum and vaccine. Secondly, to the animal who goes through untold suffering and is in itself given smallpox in order that from the ulcers the drops of vaccines may be extracted and pumped into us." Think about that. The occultist is fighting tooth and nail to abolish vaccination and supplant it with good common sense. Wait, I thought occultists were all evil people. The occultist is fighting tooth and nail to abolish vaccination and supplant it with good common sense. 1923, Manly Palmer Hall, 33rd degree Satanist. Smallpox is primarily a filth disease, and if people would live right, bathe right, and eat right, they would not get it, for the healthy body is perfectly capable of taking care of its own germs. Which, by the way, even back in the day, germ theory, this was just essentially a brand new theory. Right? It was germ theory, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, is only about 100 years old, something like that. We look forward with great hopes to the day when we will remove from the fair name of our race the blemish, mental and physical, the swollen glands, the tonsil trouble, the nervousness and debility, the rashes and the outbreaks, not a small percentage of which can be traced to a vaccine, which kills the best in us in order to save the rest.
People will speak of nothing but the body. It will be considered a sign of illness for anyone to arrive at the idea of any such thing as a spirit or a soul. People who think like that will be considered to be sick, and you can be quite sure of it, a medicine will be found for this. The soul will be made non-existent with the aid of a drug. Taking a, quote, sound point of view, close quote, people will invent a vaccine to influence the organism as early as possible, preferably as soon as it is born, so that this human body never even gets the idea that there is a soul and a spirit. Materialistic physicians will be asked to drive the souls out of humanity. I have told you that the spirits of darkness are going to inspire their human hosts, in whom they will be dwelling, to find a vaccine that will drive all inclination toward spirituality out of people's souls when they are still very young. Today, bodies are vaccinated against one thing and another. In future, children will be vaccinated with a substance which it will certainly be possible to produce, and this will make them immune so that they do not develop foolish inclinations connected with spiritual life. Foolish here, of course, in the eyes of materialists. The whole trend goes in a direction where a way will finally be found to vaccinate bodies so that these bodies will not allow the inclination toward spiritual ideas to develop. Practical minds will not be able to understand these matters. It is wrong to think that no one has sufficient insight into the current situation. People simply do not want to listen to them.